Yeah, so, old Roblox was better.
The fuck? Big, black. When are you gonna do this?
That's a huge bitch!
Jeez, oh my god, what the fuck? What a fucking
Old Roblox, new Roblox, we all have our preferences. Our own personal preferences. Rather that be what we liked before or what we like now. As humans, we grow. Growing is a part of life. But sometimes you don't need to change your interest. I feel as if old Roblox was still and still is better than new Roblox. Even though the debate between new and old Roblox is ass. Roblox, a platform that was released on September 1st, 2006, but was in the making as early as December 12th, 2003. Originally known as Dinoblox or GoBlox in 1997, or even further back to 1989, where it was called Interactive Physics. This was a game that made a lot of us who we are today. We went from a simplistic block game with avatars that have horrible posture to the multi-billion user company it is today. That simplicity stuck with Roblox for years and years, up until 2016. Literally, Roblox was just a block game where you can own your friends, be anything, build anything. In 2006, Roblox was simple, free, easy to use, all that kinds of stuff. It was literally the definition of simplicity of children and a breeding ground for easy entertainment and potential imagination empowering.
The fuck?
No the fuck we don't. I wish ill will on you, motherfucker. Come here. Anyways, granted I wasn't on Roblox around this time as I was 4 years old, so I probably didn't even gain consciousness yet. Either way, Roblox around this time was only beginning a long journey of memories. The real reason Roblox keeps making terrible updates. Roblox wants you to quit. The worst of Roblox 2025. This Roblox update changes everything. It's bad. Roblox is the stupidest update ever. Roblox announced more terrible updates. Just did not all. What the hell is even going on? The age verification is downright dangerous and perhaps even idiotic for Roblox to even consider rolling it out. The fact that you have to fork over pictures of your face or personal ID in order to even get privileges to chat on Roblox is scummy. I'm sorry, but I personally believe this wasn't for child safety purposes as Roblox states, or when they say they will delete it instantly once given to them. That was obviously a lie. It's clear that they're trying to access your personal data and handing it over to a company that is facing lawsuits or was facing lawsuits for literal privacy invasion. The same company, Persona, puts your personal information on the internet and gave it to the US government. Persona has had information leaked multiple times in the past, but Roblox doesn't speak about that to avoid more negative press or other reasons. What kind of personal information? Oh, just a little bit of this and that, such as government ID number, IP address, name, phone numbers, email addresses, geolocations, browser fingerprints, face, country, field, string, and selfie background. Not only that, this update doesn't even do anything remotely positive to the platform unless the AI was smart enough to determine what's fake, real, child, adult. These verification setups can easily be avoided or bypassed by using a fake ID or your parents' ID, or even getting accounts from friends, or having someone else age verify with the face, and so on and so on. This just inaccurately separates age groups, as I've seen plenty enough of underage users in my 18 or older age demographic, which is prevalent in almost any game you go into. Not only that, obviously, people with bad intentions can easily bypass all of this just to go into the age demographic they want to prey upon. And users outside of that age range or demographic will be able to do absolutely nothing. I have no idea who gave the green light for that, but Roblox these days is notorious for doubling down on some of the worst decisions I've ever seen a multi-million-dollar company do. Like, for example, the dynamic heads. How they announced it, everyone hated it, but still released it. Literally, who asked for this? Like, there was literally no demand for this update. They force-fed us like Bob. Yeah, don't worry, Robloxian. We have enough shitty updates that'll last you your entire life. Admin, raise the prices on everything we destroyed. Yeah, deadass though, no one asked for this, and it's just another update to please the investors. Like they knew their own update was so bad that they didn't even advertise this one. Not only did no one ask for any of this, but another reason why it is so hated is because it ruined every classic face. Literally, ever. It has destroyed the value of a bunch of limiteds, because now they look completely fucked up or glitchy or not finished, and basically forced users to buy knockoff UGC versions to combat this problem, and yet ignore all the feedback from the community, just like the anti-R6 agenda they seem to be pushing. It's obvious Roblox has been pushing this since the Arthur days back in 2017 through 2018, but as of late, it's been more present. Literally, the other day I was showing a buddy of mine what was happening to my avatar. I used the toy animation, and one day I just looked like some douchebag looking for some problems. I had to change the entire body, so now in R15, I look like I was torn apart and poorly put back together. Well, they seem to revert it, or maybe that's just me because now my avatar looks fine, but either way, how are they doing this? By giving them a 42% on DevX if they are 18 or older, from the United States, and most importantly, games must use R15 avatars. God damn. Roblox has been trying to get rid of R6 because R6 technically isn't modernized or doesn't fit with Roblox's recent updates, such as not being able to use emotes, layered clothing, animations, character bodies, and most importantly, the dynamic heads. I don't understand why Roblox is trying to remove something that made them who they are today, while back then, it was never questioned. Simplicity. Basic. Special. That's what R6 is. And was. There was no worrying about giving personal information away. Well, I mean, the site was obviously way more vulnerable than it is today, especially given the 2012 Roblox April Fool's incident, but yeah, there was no removing something that didn't need to be removed, like ticks, builders clubs, and guests, which I still think those are one of the worst decisions they've ever made. But hey, people abused the ticks, and the guest hate back then was insanely high. Not sure why people hated them, miss them now though. That's like the people saying 2016 was the best year, even though back in 2016, people were saying it was the worst year. 2016 for me was perfectly fine. I was 13 or 14. I didn't care. Really, I was playing baseball, Roblox, Minecraft, and watching Charmax and Blasphemous HD, and the music was goated. I'm so sick of that same old love. That shit tears me up. By the way, back then Roblox actually cared about their platform. The imagination was clearly present, as the years 2006 through 2015 were probably the best years of Roblox. Literally anyone could build anything.
He said the thing! He said the thing!
Games like Crossroads, Sword Fight on the Heights, Build to Survive Zombies, Welcome to Roblox Building, Dodge the Teapots of Doom are multiple examples of games that didn't need to be over the top or complete slop in order to do numbers or feel fresh. Anyone of any age can show their creativity. Yeah, creativity. Every game, or a lot of games, were simple, fun, and easy to entertain ourselves with. Old Roblox did have its own problems and controversies, such as having Builders Club only games, which caused a spark to those who didn't have Builders Club not being able to play those games. One of the main games was Sword Fight on the Heights. They restricted that to Builders Club only, which led to the forum spam, protests, videos, and beautifully aged greed accusations that are literally shown to this day. The 2012 April Fool's incident, where hackers gained access to the Roblox website and gave out Robux in large quantities, traded away limiteds, added interesting banners, etc. There were other issues that Roblox still faces to this day, like scams, stolen things like games and clothing, and inappropriate content, which was also a problem back then, but not as common unless it was clearly bypassed. There was probably more issues, but not as much as Roblox deals with. I forgot how many controversies they are in. Like all those Stila games that are the same recipe except with different characters, foods, and whatnot. Not only that, but practically killing imagination by making small developers age check, have Roblox Plus subscription, some sort of ID, and so on is just fucking insane. Or the fact that they banned quote-unquote vigilantes for trying to keep their own platform safe, such as Schlep, especially when it came to trying to quote-unquote improve the said controversies on their own instead of listening to community feedback as they always do. Plus, the life or creativity has been sucked out by a lot of UGC items that are just stolen, low effort, brain rot, sexual, and so on. Just doesn't feel like effort, even though so many small creators are trying to make a name out of themselves and actually are being creative, just for it to be drowned out by some bullshit. I've been playing on this game that took a large chunk of my life. I've been on Roblox for about 16 to 17 years now, which is insane to even say. But many view old Roblox as legendary when it comes to their childhood or early adulthood. There is a word for this factor that comes into play. It itches my brain in many occasions. What is it called? Oh, I remember. Nostalgia. Nostalgia is a beautiful, yet soul-crushing thing that we have within us. Nostalgia alone tends to blind us from the actual issues things have, looking back at innocent times on a platform that we were ignorant to, seeing our little Lego-like characters play simple yet fun games. Of course, it would be seen as hypocritical if I was against this. I, personally, am a fan of nostalgia. I like things I grew up with, older things that make me feel nostalgic in general. Just things that poke your brain a little bit. More reasons as to why people may view older Roblox as superior to newer Roblox was internet simplicity. The internet back then wasn't as advanced as it was today. In the late 2000s to early 2000s was a perfect mix of internet and reality. It showed how fun, innocent, chaotic it was, because it was brand new. Many of people were still being introduced to the internet during the time. Memes were comedic, fun, and simple. YouTube poops were the biggest thing. Flash games, cool math games, Animal Jam, Club Penguin, Pop Tropica were easy to play online games. And Roblox was also an easy, free-to-play online game. Many people see the internet back then in a certain nostalgic area called Frutiger area. I don't know if I pronounced that right, so you have every right to fucking kill me if I didn't. With the bubbly, glossy, nature-like designs and clear optimism. As some may say, it was a future that was promised to us. This was also around the time where probably the best consoles ever made were introduced to the tips of our fingers, like the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3, the Nintendo Wii, all revolutionary consoles that defined gaming to what it is today. Roblox in this instance has differed, as anyone could create, free roam, talk to anyone, anything. So of course nostalgia is going to differ our views, as times back then were greater simply because we were younger. Yeah, we seen the world differently back then instead of how we see it today. I remember playing Black and Yellow in 2010 while playing a slide down game in Roblox on my Windows XP. So if your computer can't run Roblox, there's something going on. Sure, the frame rate wasn't great, but I didn't care. And that's what was so great about it. We just didn't care. We just did what we wanted to do. We explored. And that's how kids these days are gonna see Roblox in years to come. All of those slop infested things that they like, such as Tung 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 Sahar, Skibbity Toilet, 6-7, all that kind of stuff, may be slop to us, but to them are fresh, funny, amazing trends. Just like how we saw things back in the day. And obviously, modern Roblox has plenty of faults, perhaps more faults than old Roblox could never. But at the same time, if it wasn't for modern Roblox, we wouldn't have the content creators we have today. I wouldn't have had a chance for a platform if it wasn't for modern Roblox. My outfits wouldn't be the way they are if it wasn't for modern Roblox. I may disagree heavily on many, if not a large portion of what Roblox is doing these past years, but I can't deny that without it, I wouldn't have met the people I'm grateful for. I wouldn't have created the content that entertained hundreds and thousands of people back then. I wouldn't have been able to talk to big content creators like Ruben Sim. I wouldn't have met certain partners that gave me a lesson that I'll never forget. Modern Roblox has multiple problems. That doesn't mean every single problem is terrible. I personally believe old Roblox was better because it felt open, freeing, new, fresh, and not greedy and sketchy like it was today. What I don't like is people taking the classic Roblox style and butchering it with some cringe ass avatar, or claim they miss old Roblox when they joined in 2020 or newer, or they just bought their account. But that also makes you think, people who weren't around, missing what wasn't in their existence? That says something. As usual, in order to survive, things have to adapt to modern day things. Roblox had to do what it did in order to stay relevant and survive, but they are going about it in the worst ways possible. Pleasing investors, ignoring community feedback is a one-way ticket to ignorance and destruction. People crave for things to be like what they were once before. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.